Charity begets charity. When you give, in the Old Testament, New Testament, it says, when you give, freely you receive. No one is giving. No one gives up their time anymore. So in our community, there's disarray in our villages is turned upside down. We're only looking on the surface at an action that someone is doing. We're not thinking and examining why they're acting like this. So there has to be a process in which we are able to be strong enough with the kind of love we have for ourselves to be able to go out into society and begin to nurture those who have been unnurtured. They have no father in the house. They have no mother in the house. They're inning out the revolving door of prisons. Prison life has become comfortable. I'm going to get locked up. That's okay. That's cool. I mean, I have a lot of homies in prison and we cool and they got cable TV. 3 hots in a cot. That's an illness. That means that when they come out, they can no longer be able to be in a normal situation of man, women, and children, and the man going out and providing to protect his family. Now it becomes a sick society where everybody is for themselves. And now right becomes might. If I have the power to take from you what I need from you, then that's what is required. And that's why the society is so sick. So we have to regroup everything. The president cannot do anything for a people whose character and whose growth and internal growth and development is against themselves, against other people. Then they're only going to, in a situation of being able to be the distributors of the wealth, they're going to start to steal the wealth. They're going to start to possess the wealth. So we are in need of people who are genuinely charitable through their hearts. And they give without asking anything from people. They say the prophets, Allah Almighty says, obey those who I send to you who ask for nothing, no reward from you. They are on true guidance from their Lord. Their reward is with their Lord. Their Lord gives to them. See, we're thinking someone is to give us something. We think that people owe us something. We think the government owes us something. We owe ourselves everything. To change our behavior. To change what we say to people. What we think about people. How we interact with people. We have the highest, this society has the highest divorce. Even though this is one of the richest societies, we also have the highest divorce rates. I mean, divorce rates is just phenomenal. Maybe 2 out of 5 people end up in divorce because there is no communication. The man comes in, he goes downstairs, watch TV. She goes upstairs, watch TV. The kids go in their room, watch TV. Everybody eats by themselves. There's no communication. And then there's only discipline. It's only when somebody's out of order in the house that it infringes on our peace, or what we think to be peace, that we chastise them. So now we begin to create monsters in our own households that go out into the society and act what they have received in the household in the streets. Abuse. Abuse begets more abuse. Where are the men and women to stand up to the righteous men and women who say that they are good Jews or good Christians or good Muslims? Where are the good people? Everybody's thinking themselves to be the best. I'm going to heaven because I'm a Muslim. I'm going to heaven because I'm a Christian. I'm going to heaven because I'm a Jew, and you're not going because you're not practicing what I'm practicing. But the thing is that we're all human beings. Every one of us have to be subjected to the same sun that's in the sky. No matter what we profess, what color we are, what race we are, what our economical status is, what our educational status is. We all go outside and we see the sun that rises in the east and sets in the west. We are all subjected to that same sun. We are all subjected to the same light of the Creator. Allah says, don't think that I made you in different tribes and races that you may harm each other. But I made you different so you may see the greatness of the Creator in yourselves. And when you examine yourselves very, very closely, you see that you are you're more than just a physical being. You are a spiritual being hiding in a physical being. And that spiritual being is begging to come out because it is in the image of its Creator. It is a giving nature. It is a loving nature. It is a respectful nature. It is an enlightened nature. It's a nurturing nature. But because we blocked that off, we have blocked that out, now we're all acting like wild animals. And it's not going to stop by sending money in the community, having facilities in the community, when the same mentality of going in these same facilities, they're just going to take the madness into the facilities. So there has to be a whole nother approach to this whole madness that everyone is being affected by. You don't really need any money to show love to people. You don't need any money to show respect to people. In the streets, when you show respect, you get respect. When you disrespect, you are disrespected. When you give to someone, someone gives back. Just think of everyone in one day. They just started to give. They would come out and say, how are you doing today? How do you feel? Can I do anything to make your day happier? No, can I do something to make your day happier? We say, well, okay, well, no, that's idealism. That's too idealistic. But it's not idealistic to be evil, to be hurting each other. Why do we say that when it's something good and don't say when it's something decadent? It's all a decision. It's only a decision. I can say something good to you or I can say something bad to you. And I don't care who you are, you're going to be affected by things that I say to you that are good. You're going to be affected by things that I say to you that are bad because you're a human being. You also are a spiritual being in a human body. Like everybody else, no matter what color you are, what race you are, what your nationality is, what your economical background is, what religion you profess. We all come through a woman. And we all leave here going through the ground. Buried, because if we don't put that body in the ground, it's going to stink. Because that part of us that gives us the honor, that part from the Creator, they call the soul or spirit. When it's taken from the body no longer has any value, any use. I'm only able to move because of that power within me. When that power is taken out of me, my body no longer has any purpose. It no longer has any power. That power doesn't come from me eating my Cheerios. That's a God-given power that everybody has from east to west, every human being. From every nationality, every race, every language, every geographical background. Everybody has the same access to the sun that shines in the sky. Everyone has the same access to the Creator. So why is our society so decadent? Why is it that we don't have the vitamin D we need from the sun? The sun is there and we're living in caves like it doesn't exist. We have shut off our Creator so that we will not be who we were created to be. We don't know who we are. We don't know whose we are. And so we are missing something. Just going into a building is not going to change our lives. A building and you say you're Muslim don't change your life. A building and you say you're Christian don't change your life. A building and you say you're a Jew, you doesn't change your life. Or Buddhist or whatever. What changes your life is changing within yourself. Making it a decision to give of your mind, give of your time, give of your wealth, give of your wisdom. And what happens, the Creator says, when you give of that, you get it back multiplied. If you do the research on the richest people in the world, they are very charitable people. It said that Michael Jackson went down in the Guinness Book of Records as being the most charitable entertainer on the planet.